Welcome back to another explainer. So, have you ever just wondered why some people seem to achieve massive, incredible success completely in secret? I mean, you literally just wake up one day and boom, they've built an amazing business, written a best-selling book, or just completely reinvented their lives, and you never even saw it coming. I actually want you to think about your own social media feeds for a second. We all know those people who constantly post their big dreams online, right? Always announcing their next move, always seeking that immediate hit of approval. But then, contrast them with the folks who stay completely quiet, the ones who just suddenly emerge with massive accomplishments out of nowhere. Why does staying quiet seem to work so incredibly well for them? Okay, let's dive into this. We are looking at a pretty stark contrast here. The announcers versus the silent successes. While announcers are constantly out there seeking that quick hit of validation from everyone around them, the truly successful often choose a totally different path, a path of quiet, relentless dedication. And to understand exactly how this dynamic works, we're going to look at the story of a young guy named Noah. Section 1, the validation trap. Sharing dreams too soon. So, meet Noah. Noah was an incredibly ambitious young man. He had this massive dream of building a successful business that would just completely change his family's future. And I mean, every single week he had a new idea, every month a brand new plan. But he had a fatal habit. He was caught in this really dangerous dopamine loop. It went exactly like this. Step 1, he'd have a brilliant new idea. Step 2, he'd immediately share it with his friends, his relatives, and post about it all over social media. Step 3, he'd receive compliments. People called him smart, some even said he'd be rich one day, which led directly to Step 4, feeling a false sense of accomplishment. That premature applause, it made him feel like he had already succeeded before he had taken a single actual step toward his goal. Section 2, Noah's broken dreams, fading confidence. Now, what's really interesting here is that initial high, it never lasts, does it? As the days passed, Noah's reality started to shift. The initial excitement from his circle slowly faded away. Those early compliments had completely tricked his brain, and soon that excitement was replaced by something way more difficult to handle: doubt. Just look at the specific nature of the criticisms he started hearing from the exact same people who were just praising him. That's too risky. You don't have enough money. Someone else already did that. What if you fail? And little by little, Noah actually started believing these words. His confidence just completely evaporated. You can actually track this cycle of failure week by week. The initial excitement in week 1 naturally leads to announcing plans in week 2. That announcement, well, it invites outside criticism by week 3, ultimately resulting in a completely abandoned project by week 4. And months passed exactly like this. The business never started, and his notebook just became a graveyard of unfinished ideas. Section 3, the seed metaphor. Wisdom in the forest. Now, this brings us to a major turning point. Feeling entirely disappointed in himself, Noah takes a walk through a quiet forest, and he meets an old man, sitting peacefully beneath this giant tree. Noah just kind of spills his guts. He confesses his struggles, explaining that he has so many dreams, but every time he tells people about them, he completely loses his motivation. The old man responds by picking up a tiny seed. He places it in Noah's hand and asks him if he knows why seeds grow underground. And the old man's answer is profound. He says, because the strongest things in life begin in silence. Just think about that for a second. He explained that if a farmer dug up a seed every single day just to show everyone that it was growing, it would never become a tree. The constant exposure would literally kill it. The old man laid out 4 core requirements, really emphasizing that dreams are exactly like seeds. They require silence, patience, action. But most importantly, forming a shield around it all, they require protection. They desperately need that underground protection from outside opinions and from the elements, just to simply survive those fragile early stages of growth. Let's move to Section 4 and see how this builds. Working in complete silence, a new approach. Those words in the forest deeply impacted Noah. The very next morning, everything changed. He completely stopped announcing his plans, he stopped asking the world for its approval, and he just embraced a new silent grind. We're talking early mornings working before sunrise, late nights learning new skills while everyone else slept. But notice the middle of this journey here: failures. Silence didn't magically prevent failures. Products failed, ideas didn't work, money was lost. But because he was working in silence, nobody knew, nobody laughed, and nobody discouraged him. Without those outside voices filling his mind, he found the internal strength to just keep going. And 1 year later, eventual profit. This became his new reality. No social media posts, no motivational speeches, no empty promises, only progress. By stripping away the noisy distractions of his past, this quiet dedication allowed his small, unknown office to transform into a genuinely growing company. Real customers were arriving every single day. Section 5. Applause versus actual results. The final lesson. Eventually, the very same people who once doubted Noah saw his genuinely growing company. Stunned, they asked him, "When did all of this happen?" And Noah's response, "It happened while I was working instead of talking." So the crucial point is, he returned to the forest to share this with the old man, realizing a fundamental truth. Dreams get weaker every single time we choose seeking validation over daily action. He learned that people are always going to have opinions, but opinions never built success. Only daily, quiet action built success. The old man smiled one last time and offered this final piece of advice. The loudest people often achieve the least, but the quiet ones let the results speak for them. It just completely reinforces everything we've explored in this explainer today. True success simply doesn't need an announcement. It only needs consistent, focused action. So before you announce your next big goal, before you go online to tell the whole world what you are about to do, I want you to ask yourself this one simple, provocative question. Do you want applause for your plans or respect for your results? Remember the seed, protect your dream, work in silence, and let your success make the noise.